Good, bright and beautiful Monday to everyone. Hope everybody had a spectacular autumn weekend. This is the GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. It's going to be a great day today, but clouds are on the way and periods of rain overspreading the region with raw conditions on Tuesday and Tuesday night. This is the video forecast discussion for Monday, November 9th, 2015. Making your way out the door this morning, we generally have partly sunny to mostly clear skies across the forecast region this morning. Again, where skies were clear overnight and winds were calm, temperatures radiated back down to below freezing. And they're still below freezing this morning in parts of the Hudson River Valley area, places like Poughkeepsie at 28, 30 at Montgomery and Albany. This morning, elsewhere, temperatures are already climbing into the low and mid-40s in the New York City metropolitan area. Through New Jersey, skies are generally clear to partly cloudy. There's calm winds, and the temperatures are running anywhere from the chilly upper 20s in northwestern New Jersey to the mid and upper 30s around the Newark, Teterboro area this morning. Morning pass of visible satellite imagery this morning shows generally clear to partly cloudy skies across our forecast region. High clouds are already moving into the region from the south and west. On the water vapor channel, plenty of dry sinking air over the top of us right now, but there's a lot of lifting here through the Carolinas and the Virginias, where periods of rain are overspreading this region this morning, and that rain will be lifting up through the northern mid-Atlantic region during the day on Tuesday and Tuesday night with a raw east to northeast wind across the region. I don't know about you, but my allergies have seemed to get the best of me over the last couple of days, and it's just been one heck of an incredible season this year. So that's why I sound a little nasally this morning. Apologize for that. Watches, warnings, and advisories, we do have them on the coastal waters of the South Shore and east ends of Long Island out to the Cape here. We've got a gale watch in effect for Tuesday evening through Wednesday afternoon for north winds at 15 to 25 knots, gust up to 40 knots, and seas averaging 6 to 9 feet. On the New Jersey side of the coastal ocean waters here, we have northeast winds at 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots with a small craft advisory in effect from 3 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesday, seas averaging 4 to 7 feet. And we have no airport delays this morning throughout the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area, and we've got good flying conditions for today as well. The rest of today, VFR increasing high clouds through the day, followed by VFR lowering ceilings this evening, light and variable winds becoming east-southeast into the 5 to 8 knot range. For tonight, conditions expected to remain VFR through much of the night, lowering to MVFR from south to north through the early morning hours on Tuesday. Some rain will also accompany the lower conditions during the early morning hours with northeasterly winds at around 10 knots. Tuesday through Tuesday evening, MVFR ceilings and visibilities with periods of rain, brief IFR conditions possible, improving to VFR late Tuesday night. Wednesday, mostly VFR conditions, some chance of patchy fog Wednesday night, particularly in Reading and Allentown and coastal plains, Millville and Atlantic City. Thursday, mostly VFR with occasional reductions to MVFR with rain showers during the day. And for Friday, VFR conditions expected gusty westerly winds behind the cold front with gusts up to 20 knots possible. Right now outside of Newark, it is 39 degrees, dew point 32, humidity 76%. A few clouds streaming in at 25,000 feet, VFR conditions in place, rain on the way for tomorrow morning. Right now outside of Philadelphia, it's 40 degrees, 36 is the dew point, humidity 86%. A few clouds at 16,000, upper level clouds streaming in out of the southwest at 25,000. And VFR conditions in place now, scattered or broken rain developing across the region after midnight tonight. And it's late in the season, but nothing surprises us these days in the weather department. Tropical Depression 12 at 7 a.m. this morning. Sustained winds at about 35 miles an hour. Central pressure at 1009 millibars. Movement to the west-northwest at about 15 miles per hour. We do have a tropical storm warning in effect for the central Bahamas and the northwestern Bahamas. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warned area. And we're expecting maximum sustained winds at around 35 miles an hour with higher gusts over the next day or two. And the depression is expected to become tropical storm later today and will be named. The latest minimum central pressure is 1009 millibars. Tropical storm conditions are expected over portions of the central Bahamas through this morning and will spread over portions of the rest of the Bahamas during this afternoon. The tropical depression expected to produce total rainfall of about 1 to 3 inches over the Bahamas through tonight. The next advisory will come up at around 10 a.m. this morning. And this is the forecasted track of Tropical Depression 12, later to become a named storm this afternoon. as it moves towards and over the Bahamas and then veers to the north and east with a trough low pressure system right around the Carolinas and low pressure moving up the coast. So there could be some enhancement to the rain tomorrow in the coastal waters of New Jersey down through the Delmarva with some strong and gusterly east to northeasterly winds as well, and a subtropical plume of moisture moving up to aid in the rainfall production across our region. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows our blocking high moving to the east this morning over the New Jersey and New York and New England coastal waters. Here is our wave and warm front here along the Gulf Coast here, producing quite a bit of rainfall and lightning around the panhandle here, and also light to moderate rain now spreading up through the Tennessee and Carolina plateau here. Here's our tropical depression 12 here over the Bahamas, influencing a plume of moisture overriding the warm front and producing quite a lot of rain here right along the immediate Carolina coast, and this rain will be edging up in our direction by tomorrow morning. And some storm reports from yesterday, quite a substantial amount of rain here that caused a substantial amount of flooding here in Jacksonville, where floodwaters impacted the Days Inn parking lot. Nearly 3 feet of water standing in the lot. Cars were submerged in the parking lot. Water entered part of the hotel, the Aquatic Drive, which was closed due to the floodwaters up to 2 feet here. So this is ahead. This was with the moisture plume from what will become Tropical Storm Larry overriding the warm front here. We had some strong wind gusts yesterday afternoon and yesterday morning here, up to 40 miles an hour measured at some of the ASO stations in East Brunswick County here. And on the panhandle side, we had incredible amounts of water here, about 3.5 inches of rain. In some spots, over 7 inches of rain had fallen across this region of the panhandle yesterday. Forecasted charts from the Weather Prediction Center here. Big storm out in the west here with plenty of snow and ice and a mix here in the mountains here in the west, and high pressure in the east. But here's our storm system in the Gulf, and low developing across the warm frontal line here across the Carolinas, enhancing the rain and bringing the rain up during the afternoon, probably as far as Salisbury, Maryland here. As we get into tonight and tomorrow, light rain overspreads the region from the south to the north. And here is Tropical Depression or Tropical Storm Larry at this point, again feeding the moisture plume in and over the warm frontal boundary around the Carolinas here. Now, the direct impacts of this storm will not be felt. However, the plume of moisture associated in the subtropical jet with this will impact the rainfall amounts close to the coast here, and there's some model discrepancies as to how far north or how far west the heavier plume of rain will be. Right now we're averaging about less than half of an inch of rain across the entire forecast region for tomorrow and tomorrow night, but that could be some enhancement to the rain right along the coast here if the NAM model is a little bit more correct. So by the time we get into tomorrow morning, the low is now over the Piedmont area, and with an inverted trough just north of the warm front here. We can see this in the isobars here with the rain shield spreading in across central and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva. The rain continues to spread up through the region during Tuesday and through Tuesday night as the low makes its pass over the coastal waters of southern New Jersey and the Delmarva with the warm front offshore, bringing the moderate to heavy pockets of periods of rain across the entire forecast region, especially coastal and eastern Long Island, by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. An inverted trough extending back towards the west here as the low moves to the north and east. By Wednesday morning, that storm is out of here. Another storm that was out here in the plains is out in the northern Rockies here, and the west coast is now already spreading its rain shield and snow through the Colorado Rockies, and its rain and moderate shower and thunderstorm activity across the plains. And by the time we get into the later part of this storm system, will be moving to the north and east and bringing a cold front through the region by Thursday, and then blustery high pressure and gusty westerly winds will be dominating our weather picture with dry conditions by Thursday. We'll show you in just a moment that the Storm Prediction Center has labeled this area on Wednesday and Thursday to be in a high volatility risk of shower and thunderstorms throughout this region, which could produce some damaging storms as well. This low really wraps up towards the Great Lakes on Thursday as a warm front moves through the region, then followed by the cold front and blustery winds out of the west as this low begins to deepen across slowly into southeastern Canada. A gusty westerly wind will be dominating our weather picture on Thursday and Friday, and by the time we get to Saturday, there will be somewhat of a relaxing phase here as high pressure begins to build in east across the forecast region underneath this block of low here in southeastern Canada. And finally, the winds begin to relax with dry conditions on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but chilly seasonable temperatures will be felt over the forecast region. And this is the Storm Predictions enhancement outlook here for Wednesday across the plains here, where a large amount of damaging thunderstorms and wind damage could be felt with moderate to heavy rain, and we'll be monitoring these storm reports as they come in during the week as well. Here's your maximum temperature forecast for the next couple of days. Basically right around normal, slightly above normal today. 60 degrees across most of the forecast region with lots of sunshine giving way to high clouds. By tomorrow, the rain comes in 59 degrees in the city up to around 62 here in Philadelphia metro area. And the rain comes in for tomorrow too. Temperatures by Wednesday basically running either side of 60 degrees across the forecast region. Warm front comes through, followed by a cold front. Temperatures still around 60 to 62 degrees on Thursday, and then things should begin to chill down with a gusty westerly wind around the region by Friday as we get into temperatures right around 60 degrees across the forecast region. By the time we get to Saturday, temperatures will be slightly cooler, back to normal, about 50 to 55 degrees across the forecast region. That includes interior northwestern New Jersey, which will be in the upper 40s to lower 50s across the forecast region. And that cool weather will last into the early part of next week. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a spectacular Monday. We'll be back in video form tomorrow morning.